randomizer shines upon. But I said, I know you guys got some nice targets. I said, the old stuff you guys have been chasing for a long time. And like I said, new stuff. I know there's a lot of love that goes around to the New Jersey. So the hockey season just about winding down. Playoffs are set. The Kings got locked into the last playoff spot out west. I guess they'll play the Avalanche in the first series, and then obviously the Flyers clinched the last spot in the East. So it's all sewn up pretty much. I think there could be some seeding changes depending on who wins over the last couple of games. I know. I think Tampa's tied with Montreal. Montreal's losing to the Flyers tonight, but if Tampa wins or now if they even lose in overtime to get a point, they'll be ahead of Montreal. They win the tiebreaker anyway, so even if they lose, they win against Montreal. So that's a 2 and 3 seed. Playoffs are weird in the AHL. The top seeds from the two divisions plays the 7-8 teams, and then 2 and 3 in each division plays each other, and then so it's not 1 through 8. So you're kind of used to that. I'm trying to figure it out. Obviously, we have had playoff changes over the years in hockey, kind of getting used to it. But Flyers just beat the Canadiens, so obviously it's in Tampa. Just needs a point. I think they win now. I think they can't get knocked out by the Montreal for the seed. So looks like Tampa will be with the 2 seed. Caps beat the Jackets. Obviously Jackets I think were eliminated. Canes I think had the top seeds. They beat the Islanders. Islanders are already eliminated. And then we got a couple games on late tonight. Obviously, scoring totals. I mean, Cooch with the overtime winner last night, goal and assist. McDavid had the goal in his game. I think there's pretty much no way that Cooch could beat McDavid points-wise. But he, of course, played like 6 or 7 less games. But we'll see if that affects. Obviously, there's certain people that are voting for the Hart Trophy that won't vote for Cooch because Russia was not allowed in the Olympics, which is pretty much inane if he has made. But points per game, Cooch is well ahead of McDavid and McKinnon. I don't think McKinnon can even catch Cooch unless he blows up. I think they got 1 game left they're playing now. So if he had 3 or 4 points, he could beat Cooch for second. But McDavid looks likely after the 5-point game he had the other day. He looks likely to win the Art Ross for scoring lead. Just a matter of how the voters feel for the Hart Trophy. Cooch deserves it. His plus minus is absurd. I think McKinnon's is just a little bit higher, but Cooch's is absolutely is like plus 44. I think McKinnon is plus 45. Points per game, Cooch is number 1. He's played 2 less minutes per game than McDavid than McKinnon, and 3 less minutes per game than McDavid. Obviously, playing as a wing, gives many opportunities to play out there. Obviously, they all 3 play tons of power play times, but it's when you see for over a season, he plays at least 2 minutes less per game than McKinnon and 3 less minutes per game than McDavid. Obviously, who knows what he could do with those minutes, but Cooch is a wizard. So we'll see. Yeah, like I said, that's true. That's true, Adam. I know you're eyed up my Mark Scheifele. That's gorgeous. The aviator blue Scheifele, absolutely gorgeous. I have the exact same aviator blue Scheifele in my PC. That's the only Scheifele I own. So when I came across the second one, I said that's perfect to box up. So good luck to you. Like I said, good luck to all you guys. Obviously, you got the mouthpiece as well. So we'll see if it shines on you tonight. Yeah, I love that. I love that Scheifele. He's the man. If people finally got to watch the Jets games this year, he was a monster. Like I love my boy the ginger sniper, but having Scheifele and him together they're amazing this year. Obviously, as a team, they came up short, weren't able to make the playoffs after having the best record in the league last year. So we'll see. They got some good young players. Obviously, they need to see if they can all take a step up, but I was happy to see their young guys. Velarde had a pretty good year. They have, like I said, they have young players, but they just stupid injuries. They just didn't have what it needed. But like we'll see. Like I said, I was looking at the standings, the West Conference. I think every team in the East is better than every team in the East in playoffs. All 8 teams had more point totals than every team in the West except 3. So so every team in the East in the playoffs is better than every team in the West except the top 3 seeds. Obviously, you have You have Minnesota, the number 3 overall point total, and then obviously Colorado who was the other who am I missing? Dallas. Colorado, Dallas, and Minnesota had all 100 points, and all 8 teams in the playoffs were better than the 4th best team in the West. So we'll see if that matters come playoff time. Obviously, playoff hockey's crazy. The 8 seeds make noise. You're welcome, Larry. I said, I was watching that. Like I said, I watched it afterwards. I saw that Al hit the who did he hit yesterday? He hit the Elvis Merzlikins came out, and then who's his other jersey that came out? Can't remember who the other one is. Merzlikins I saw come out. I didn't see who the other jersey was, but yeah. So check that out. Obviously tomorrow at noon, if you have spots over at Daryl's, Daryl's tomorrow at noon, he'll be breaking his box. 40 boxes. He has a double box break-in. So if you have spots, get over that. Noon or just about noon is when he goes live. So check that out. I got a spot there. So good luck to everybody over there. I know some of you guys buy spots there as well. But yeah, Larry, you've been pretty hot. Like obviously, you've hit 2 big Bruins. Obviously, and you hit the Yager. You've done really well. I know you were hot over there for a little bit as well over at Al's. So it's good to keep it rolling. Like I said, you guys over here, we've had pretty much the majority. It's been almost a different winner for the last 14 boxes. I think only 2 people have repeated in the last 14 or 15 boxes, which is crazy, especially when you get you're down to so many boxes. We only got 27. I think we had a dozen people in today, so we got in Dale, Thomas, Greg K, Daryl, Thomas M, Nick F, Ron, special guest star today, closed us out. Adam R, nice to see you back tonight. Brett G and Jake G in for a spot each. James M, Devin's got a spot. CK's got a couple. So yeah, so a dozen people on a midweek with only 27 boxes is pretty impressive. You guys did a good job. So we'll get to it. Same spot prices for Thursday. Last box before the reload. So we'll get going. Yeah, what I'm saying, like I said, I mean, Yager is the one. Kush and the Hawks. I don't know. Like I said, John R is always trying to deal. They make some trades in his box more often. Like I said, I see over Dale, some of their guys, some of Daryl's regulars, they swap their spots out. I know some of you guys, refuse to trade your randoms. You always like to keep your randoms no matter what. But like I said, I've traded randoms and hit. I've traded randoms. My random that I trade away is hit. So to me, it's more or less if you have somebody that you'd rather hit, you might as well trade it. I mean, I don't feel bad if it ever hits when I trade it, but that's just how it is. But yeah, you guys, like I said, especially over in his multi-sport stuff, I think he had a nice in the multi-sport. He had Shesterkin hit. Finally, hockey in his multi-sport. I saw that too. I didn't see who's the other one that came out of his box. I know Merzlikins come out. I can't remember who his other spot came out, but I know he's got 6 more East Coast spots. What up, Daryl? How about it's 2 goalies. So it was Merzlikins and Cheevers. Cheevers everywhere. Cheevers hit Daryl's. Cheevers hit Daryl's was the one with the scarring or the stitches on the numbers. Really cool, like artistic numbered out of 30. That real nice spot at Daryl's. And last night in East Coast, Big Al hit Cheevers too. So Cheevers is raining all over the joint. So that's pretty crazy to see that. Like, it's just weird. Like I see the amount of boxes, obviously Daryl's got 40, Big Al's got, probably like, he's hit, I think he's gone through like 14. So it's could be no more than, would be like 46 possible boxes. And both of them hit the Cheevers on the same, pretty much on the back-to-back nights, which is absolutely crazy. But, right now I don't have the Cheevers. I said, I guess I probably should try to get Cheevers in here now that he's been hitting elsewhere. But we'll see. Like I said, the doubled up on the Yagers. There it is, doubled up on the Yager. Yeah, Yagers coming out everywhere. Cheevers coming out everywhere. Craziness. Like, that's just weird when it happens like that. Like I said, it's I try to get at least a reload in between when I put the player back in. Sometimes I go back to back, not often, but every once in a while I do that. But I try to keep it in between. So usually the guys don't come out too close to each other here. Obviously if it comes out towards the end of a reload, I try not to put them into the next reload. But sometimes it comes out early in the reload. I figure it's been a dozen boxes, we get thrown back in there. So that seems sometimes how it happens like that. But good luck, everybody. Like I said, it's gonna be fun. Let's see what comes out tonight. Thursday, looking forward to it. Looking forward to seeing the fights for the jerseys. Sunday's gonna be fun. Obviously, we don't ever get up to 42 very often. And I kept the minimum bids $8.99. So chop the buck off for everybody. So if you want to sneak and grab some minimums, obviously I'll post the unsold Sunday afternoon after it ends. But like I said, I chopped the buck off. If anybody wants to grab a cheap spot, obviously we got a couple extra boxes because we've been loading 17 instead of 16. But I did that for you guys. So but good luck, everybody. Let's see what we got tonight. Let's get going. So there's no real games I want to get to watch it tonight. So it's more or less doing post-break work. I guess I got to build my boxes. So they come, big piles. I got a big pallet of those. Like I said, a couple I had to throw out, or actually didn't throw out yet, but a couple were unusable because they had some marking or chopped up a little bit. But what are you going to do when you get in that 50 at a time? Still sucks, but we'll see how it goes. So let's get my random up, my dice. Good luck, everybody. There's my list. Oh, so congratulations, everybody that's been lucky with the freebies as well. I don't have anything lined up as of right now. I got some stuff I got to ship out to JSA for COAs. They'll be fun for the next reload. But as of right now, I don't have anything else kind of lying around for you guys. But good luck. Tonight's fun. 27 boxes. Let's get going to it. Okay. Very good. You're going to do 5 or more on our dice roll. Boxes here in order. Like I said, 3 and 11 are attached. So we hit one. We hit the other as well. Boxes are already there in order. We've hit 2 reload boxes in the last 2 boxes. So see how we go. That was Sunday. We hit double reload. So here we go. Good luck, everybody. 5 or more. What do we got? 3 is no good. 3 is no good. 5 or more. And it is 12 boxcars. 12 times the lists. Of course, let's go through. Like I said, I'm looking forward to seeing the fights over the reload stuff. Like some of the stuff becomes near and dear to me. Obviously, some of these been sitting on for a month or two. Some of them I submitted to JSA myself. Like I said, they become near and dear to me at that point in time. But I'm always happy to see you guys hit these jerseys. So let's see what we got. 12 times the list. 1, 27 numbers. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And the box we're going to open tonight, second to last box before the reload, 1 in 27 odds is going to be box number 83 again in the reload. 83, 12 times 83, 12 times 83. Man, there we go. We're down to 2 reload boxes now. 83 goes away. Where's 83? Get that out of there for Thursday. Then I got to load up all. I probably should just do the names later today. We'll see if I have time. But there we go. 83 it is. Okay. 83. 83. Okay. 83. 22. 10 boxes left from the reload. 83. Anybody want to make predictions? Who we calling? 83. Oh, yeah. You said we got 10 people inside. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 people. 8 people still alive. Okay, here we go. Oh, that's who he's calling. Call my boy. See what we got. Good luck. Good luck. Good luck. 83. What do you got for us? Second last box. Oh, it's a beautiful jersey. There it is. Anders Lee. New York Islanders Adidas alternate jersey. Gorgeous jersey. Look at that. AJ Sport COA Anders Lee. Oh, very, very nice. Anders Lee Adidas alternate. This is just a beautiful jersey. Very, very nice. Anders Lee 27 AJ Sport COA fight strapped, of course, on the Adidas alternate. There it is, the NY logo with the 4-stripe Stanley Cup and the C New York alternate. Very, very nice. Adidas Anders Lee. Let's see what we got for that. Anders Lee tonight. Oh, there it is. Woohoo. CK calling it out. Anders Lee. There it is. Man gets hot. When he gets hot, he gets real hot. Congratulations, CK, on the Anders Lee. Just a beautiful, beautiful jersey. I'll see if I can get that back in our boxes. Oh, very, very nice. I love that one. Love the gorgeous alternate Anders. We have the fisherman logo going in the reload. I got the nice Anders Lee. We'll see if we can get back eventually, but just an absolute gorgeous. The captain, Anders Lee, New York Islanders, going to CK. Very, very nice. Sorry, of course, for everybody that did not hit that. Your odds are now 1 in 26 on Thursday. Best odds you're going to get anywhere on the interwebs. Find me better odds, and I'll get those breaks as well. But there we go, 1 in 26 on Thursday. Same spot prices as today. Best I can do for you guys. Like I said, I know after Sunday, next Tuesday, the spot price is going to be way cheap. You guys know the drill. I get them as low as I can for you guys after the reload goes in. But the Sunday or the Thursday, best odds possible, 1 in 26. And then same spot prices as today. I'll throw that back up, and then we'll get ready for Thursday night. So enjoy the weather wherever you are. Hopefully it's nice. Thank you very much for getting in the break. We're going strong. Box 634 is down, and there it is. Anders Lee Adidas alternate New York Islanders. Such a beautiful jersey. Such a beautiful blue. Congratulations on that one, CK. Very, very nice. Some of you guys want to get hot. Some of you guys need to stop these guys from hitting. Congratulations, CK's been hot everywhere. Not necessarily on jerseys. CK's been hot in other breaks, but now he's starting to warm up here at WAFFLEBOARD breaks again. So congratulations. Thank you very much, everybody. You guys are great. WAFFLEBOARD breaks appreciates everybody's continued love and support. And I'll see you guys back here on Thursday night. Let's do it again. Last box before the reload. Good luck, everybody. Let's see who the randomizer shines on. Thank you much, guys. I'll see you later. Take care.